One thing to remember about swim lane diagram is when you write down the next step, always go this way. Why? Because you can use this swim lane diagram in value stream mapping. You can just bring down this step, this step, this step, this step, and it becomes a straight line. First of all, what is the high-level step name I'm missing here? Who does the job? How much time it takes to do the job? How much time it takes in between the jobs? We are coming to value stream mapping. It tells you where are the inefficiencies. This process is 2.3% efficient. It takes us 7 days to do this job. This is where the holes are. You see that? You want to reduce the process time? Kill this first. Of course, kill the number of touches also if the same person is touching it too many times. Please remember, I'm going to do it again. I have this pen in my hand. Can somebody just see the details? This is the process I did. I have the pen in my hand. I'm going to close it. This dropped, right? That's okay. It's a defect. Do something. Give it to someone else. Tester. Okay, bring it back to me. Good one. Back to me. I'm the manager. I want to check everybody's job. Okay. Let's talk about the process. What was the process step number 1? Who touched it first? 1, and there were detailed steps. First, you just put down the step name, and who does it? Play with the pen, CJ. Okay, dead time. In between, you touch it second time. Whatever you did. Gap, touch time, gap, came back to me. So how many times I touched it? 3 times. You show me 3 times in value stream mapping. You show me here, then you show me here, then you show me here. That's the most important thing you have to remember. Who touches the file and what are the details? You can put down the details underneath. When you look at the value stream map, you will understand. It's a very simple tool, but super powerful tool. 5S. Sairi, Saito, Saiso, Sikitsu, Shitsuke. 5 Japanese word, which means throw away what you don't need. Whatever is remaining, set them in order. Once you have set them in order, shine your area. Clean it up. Number 4, put a line around it and label it. Standardize it. And then, last one is sustain it. Somebody has added now safety also at the end. Can you drive your car without a speedometer?
Yeah.
You can. What's the risk?
I don't want ticketed.
Okay. So the same question I'm asking you. You drive your processes without speedometer. And you do get ticketed. Who gives you the tickets? Customers gives. In public service, it's the council, it's the mayor, it's media. Who gives you guys tickets? Patients give you ticket. Referring doctors move on. I've heard referring doctors moved on. Even your own doctors moved on because of not having a good process and not measured process. I know that. GPS tells you the purpose. That's where we are going. Let's keep on going. This is your tool which tells you your performance measure. Okay? And finally, you can see the history data also in the rear view mirror. Okay? So kilometer per hour is the KPI. Target is written on the road and you monitor when you drive. And such simple question I'm asking is we don't measure our processes and we expect we need to improve the process. I think we talked enough about this. So whichever process you have in your mind, which metric today, only find out 1, 1, 1, 1. Don't try to find out 2, 2, 2. Whichever process you are thinking, which KPIs or metrics is talking to you. Whichever process you have in your mind for the last two tools we're going to share. Which KPIs is talking to you that you want to improve those KPIs. And sometimes you improve one, it already helps you with the second one. These are KPIs and metrics. So tell me, talk to each other for a minute, which KPI or metric is talking to you. Your process, which KPI metric is talking to you. Choose at least 2 or 3 maximum out of this list. Don't try to choose all of them. My biggest problem is, especially when I was in public service or anywhere I go, even in private organization, even you guys, you have all this data gone into the cloud. It's just like, what is that movie? Gone with the Wind. The data is gone actually. You spend millions of dollars to get this data software and then nobody analyzes the data. What's the point of having this software? You're wasting money and then you don't even utilize data. Okay? Challenges with data. First of all, data is not available. Collecting data alone, it's a challenge. Half of the people don't even go into data. Why? Because it takes effort. Data analysis is a challenge. People don't know how to analyze data. People, especially you guys, guys should be at least intermediate level in Excel. Otherwise, you won't be able to analyze.
Software is doing all of this right now.
If you have money in your organization, sure.
It's collecting data and it's analyzing it.
Sure. True. Okay. KPIs not monitored. Skill levels on Microsoft Excel. That's the biggest thing I saw. For all the green belts, yellow belts I've trained is they don't know how to analyze data. Please, for yourself, start using Excel. It's very important.
So what do you mean by using Excel?
You should be able to play with the data. You should be able to do pivot tables. You can do the summary of the data. You can chart it. Yeah, whatever you guys want to do with the data. What is the first thing we need in a swim lane? Why do we even call it swim lane? What are the different roles and responsibilities? So let me give you an example. If there are, first process, people like CJ, there were 2 people. People like you, there are 15 people. The different files also coming, right? This was only one file with the pen game we played. You with me? There could be 15 of Matthews, 10 of CJ's, 3 of those people, 6 of these people. How many swim lanes you will give them?
I would categorize it by department or...
To start with, that's the right approach. For now. Maybe you'll find out that you do different type of files.
Yeah.
It's a different story.
Then you make the separation.
Yes, you can do a different swim lane. Okay, that's one question. Okay, you will give 10 CJ's types, 10 Matthews, 6 Joe's 3s. Those will be the swim lanes. Okay, and me and him and you, this was one type of file. Which kind of pen was that? This was one process. Again, same, I'm going to do something. Okay, don't break it. Same thing. Okay? This time, don't give it to him. Give it to Dennis. Dennis, you give it to somebody else. Would you swim lane map these 2 processes in the same map, or would you swim lane map differently? Separate maps. Never swim lane map. If it's one type of product, keep one map. If a second type of product, keep different map. And when you're doing process review, it's better just review one process first. I'm doing bylaw, animal, park, housing issues, then parking issues. Yes, I'm parallelly training all of them, but all of them are doing their own swim lanes. All of them are doing their own data collection. All of them will have their own value stream maps. Don't mix maps. You will go crazy.
It's really good to start kind of a little bit higher level first and then decide which ones you want
Exactly.
to get into.
Break them. Do it. That's what's done in the scoping session, right? Always start at a high level. You can do a detailed swim lane map. You can do a detailed SciPoc. First start at high level. Because value stream map is already a detailed tool. Already, because you're gonna learn what I'm gonna say. So, please remember, number 1, touch. Number 2, touch. So this was process 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Person number A, person number B, person number C, person number D. First step, second step, third step, fourth step, fifth step, sixth step. Please, swim lane always trying to keep the clock ticking on the right. Don't try to come back. Why do you need data? Because value stream mapping is nothing without data. It's body, but there is no soul, and it's a dead body. Sorry to say. Your map is a dead body without data. You will not know where the holes are in the system. Okay? So please remember. So very simple, what, why, from where data will be put, what type of data, why do we need to collect this data, from where this data will be pulled, who and how will the data be collected, the time span, 1 year data, 2 year data, 6 months data, 3 months data. Generally when we do a project, we love to have at least 3 months data before, and then you do the project for 3 months and 3 months data after. That's the KPI data. Then inside, when you deep dive the data, you will start to see, oh, I want to see this data this way. I want to see the type of appointments. I want to see the type of cars, the small cars, the medium cars, the large damaged cars. I want to see the different, I want to see by this building, I want to see by this customer, I want to see by electrical, I want to see, there's so many things will start coming to you that I want to play with the data if you have a good database. So again, KPI data is for sure, and then other data, what kind of data you need. Visual memories are the strongest memories. Can you remember that? If you walk the process, if you feel the process, if you touch the process. How did I found out all these things? Because I spent one day not picking up those calls, sitting and watching that lady taking the calls. She didn't take any offense because she was trained in lean and she knew why I was sitting there. It was not like that. Remember this, knock, knock, knock. People will not show you. She showed everything. She told me everything was wrong in that process. And then we called their competition. Wow, what a messaging. Right in front of the event, we called them. They picked up the phone, and there was beautiful messaging. If you have your health card ready, press 1. We don't have that message. We straight pick up the phone and we say, okay, we'll wait for 2 minutes for the health card. And then you have the call waiting time. When you watch the process, you will find out whatever is wrong. And lots of people ask me, CJ, how deep we have to go during the process walk? My answer is simple. As deep as you can get. This is your only chance. Either you go up to this depth or you go to that depth. Just go to the whole depth while you are there now. I was with the bylaw officer for 2 hours. I have 5 sheets filled up in 2 hours. You will find out all the information. If you don't ask, if you don't deep dive, at every step, why do you have to type this twice? Why do you have to put this information? Why do you have to write it and also write it there, type it there? All these things will only come when you deep dive in the process. Okay, just a simple example. In the case of, you were putting dots, right?
Yep.
What was the step? Pick up the dot, pick up the paper, and then you had to find the gap, and you had to stick, then you had to move your hand again, then you have to pick up another dot, which was again a mess, then you had to turn the paper around, then you had to put a dot again. This is, you will find out during your detailed process walk. And I strongly suggest process walk template should be used for how many times we touch the file? 1 time, 2nd time, 3rd time, 4th time, 5th time, 6th time. How many sheets should be used? 6 sheets. Please don't mix them, at least when you're starting as a new person. Why would you use 6 sheets? Because you're going to find so many detailed steps, it will not be that easy. That process, somebody has the file, they have to log into the computer, they have to put this information, they have to wait, they have to research, they have to do this. All those detail has to go on each template. What do we generally ask in this template? Step of the process, who does it, and how many people are doing the same process, time it takes to do the step, software required, any other items required, backlog or work in the progress, time before the step, you can have more information while you are there. All this information is necessary for value stream map. Walk the process step by step from one high level step to the other step. Use one sheet for one step or for one person. I shouldn't say one person. If one person touches 3 times, 3 sheets. I'll fix this. Find all the lineate waste. Why are you doing all this? Why? To find the waste, which is on the right hand of the sheet. As soon as you are typing these issues, you ask why, or they tell you some waste, quickly put it on the right hand. And please write it down. Don't think I will write it down after. Write down. We are humans. We are not robots. We will not remember. Not yet. Or take a recorder with you which automatically types. By the time it comes, it's actually here. If you write, yeah. Voice recognition. Actually, that clinic has voice recognition system. Get all the details of the process. What is the goal of these process walks? High level step name, who does it, how many people in the process doing the same job, and if you have 25 people doing the same job, I will suggest do 1.1 for this guy, 1.2 for the same step with the other guy, and a same step with the other guy. If there is so much population and so many people doing, why?
You mean like the throughput is so much that 3 people are doing?
Yeah, but why am I asking you to do the same step with 3 different people?
You gotta make sure it's right, because you're gonna get 3 different stories.
That's what you want to find out. Okay, time to do that step for an average file, software requirements, any other requirements, and inventory in the process. I didn't show you on the VSM. Generally in the VSM, we put a triangle to show 10 files are stuck here, 4 files are stuck here. You can see where the hole is. If there is 300 files stuck at one station, you know that's the bottleneck. In the cars, if you do a quick value stream map tomorrow, or just look at where the cars are, you will know where the cars are stuck most of the time. So you know there is your constraint in the process. For manufacturing, there are more details. Don't worry about manufacturing. Time between each step, detailed process steps. Please remember not to skip the details. Devil lies in the detail. All this information you have collected, you're already ready with VSM. What does VSM include? VSM includes high-level step name, which you already have. Who does it, which goes into this box. The time it takes goes here. The time between steps goes here. All the detailed steps that you have collected goes here. All the inefficiencies which you have collected on the right goes here. Any software you have put, if there is one thing remember for software, if you are uploading something, draw an arrow going up. If you're downloading information, draw an arrow coming down. Put down all the softwares you have. I didn't show you triangle. What does triangle show? Backlog or the files, number of files for this process step. It's a very simple tool, very powerful tool.